around, and we're going to have these two World Series heroes who have 5 World Series championship rings between them.
They're coming.
Future Hall of Famers. Number 5 and number 50. Joining us here on stage, coming up right now. These two guys that everybody's been waiting for. Here they are. Let's hear it from Mookie Betts and Freddie Freeman. All right, so I didn't play the game, obviously, like all these guys did, so I'm like all the fans. I've watched highlights of the World Series, I don't know how many hundreds of times. I've probably watched Freddie's home run 6,000 times, and I pick up something different each and every time, whether it's Mookie leaping into the air, running around the bases, or your Statue of Liberty and fans hugging each other in the stands. Have you guys had a chance to just sit back and reflect on how incredibly, awesomely cool that whole October run was for you guys?
I think as the months has gone on, yeah, I think it was a whirlwind right afterwards. But what was amazing about that home run was how athletic Mookie is. When you watch that video, he's spinning in the air,
yes,
jumping, and he's an amazing athlete. But what it meant to so many people, day in and day out, when I'm out and about in the community, people coming up to me and telling me what that home run, the World Series, the championship meant to them. I think that's why we all play sports, is to bring joy and memories and create those kind of things for the fans, and to be able to do that for these fans, I think that was pretty special.
Mookie, have you a chance to reflect on just how much fun that October run was? I mean, because you were outstanding all postseason long.
Yeah, you know, like the thing that kind of stood out the most was I remember taking live BP right before the Padres series, and right before the series.
Machado either.
And I just remember every single one of my teammates being there to watch, and that was a time that they all could have left. They all could have went to go home and have dinner with their family, X, Y, and Z, but they were all right there, and it was just me hitting. And so that, to me, it just I remember that, and reflecting on that was what made it so special for me.
Because you guys, preparation, off season is so vital and so important. And you know, you play to the last game. That's what we want to do as a player. You play to the very last game, and obviously the off season becomes shorter. But for you guys, when are you able to kind of turn the switch from that high, the ultimate achievement of winning that World Series, to go, okay, now it's next season to do it again, and it's back to work?
Yeah, so I kind of treat every year the same. So I took 4 days off after Game 5, and so we won on Wednesday. We came home, we did the parade Friday. I started working out Monday, getting ready for this year. Little did I know I needed surgery. I didn't know I needed it at that point, but I started working out 4 days after we won, and that's how I treat every single off season. And then surgery kind of happened. It happened about a month later. I just wasn't getting better. My ankle was still swollen. I was like, I think it's time to get this thing really checked out, and I got it checked out, and I needed surgery and had it 3 days later. So it's been a little bit different the last couple months, but I started hitting 2 days ago, so we're on track. But I try and treat every offseason the same, and you know, you can still get ready for next year and still ride this wave of a high, because we still haven't started the 2025 yet, and we're all still excited about what happened in 2024, and you can see the buzz, the ownership group, front office, what they did this off season. Our team's looking pretty good.
Mookie, this off season, do you have to Instacart, or can you still run errands? Can you go to the grocery store
you
and get
know
back
what?
to the checkout line in time where the
Nah.
whole crowd's there?
I went to the grocery store once, and that wasn't the greatest of ideas. And you know, I actually got Instacart and gotten some nice messages in my my Uber Eats and all that type of stuff. So it's been it's
A little different, huh?
Yeah, it is. It's different, but it's cool though. It's real cool.
You know, both you guys, I think all of us, especially guys that have played, really admire you guys because young guys don't get enough credit. You know, everybody talks about the old school guys that were tough and listen, you guys take on that Mamba mentality because we see. I played with a guy when I first came up, Cal Ripken. Cal, Freddie, you remind me so much of Cal. I'm in there every day. Don't even look at me. I'm in the lineup, period. That old school mentality. Mookie, we had a chance to see each other in the offseason right after the postseason last year. And I think you can admit this. You don't really you wear your emotions on your sleeves. Everybody can see you were really, really down. But the thing about that I admire about both you guys, you did not let what happened in the previous postseason really affect you, but you use that as motivation. You guys attacked that offseason, and from day one, you guys showed that leadership, and you guys were rewarded for bringing this city a championship along, another championship for you guys. And I really admire that.
Thank you, man. I think that's kind of the culture, though. I think that's kind of the culture that how we grew up and how times have changed. We've kind of grown up and we've kind of changed as well. And so I really like guys like yourself, your crew, Nomar, y'all, you guys. This guy, y'all taught us that type of stuff. So it's really learned from you guys.
You know, everybody talks about the culture in the locker room and how you accept the young guys and they just be themselves. But I think you guys have so many A-type personalities in the locker room. Like, everybody just kind of joins in. Nobody has to look at each other like, when are you going to work?
Yeah.
They're all working.
I would say, like, it's really, to that point, it's like everybody is a leader, but in their own space. Like, you know, Miggy really kind of controls the team. He's a vocal leader, and Freddie is like the leader that you're going to his point, you're going to put him in the lineup every day no matter what. I'm the leader that I work hard. I work all day, and then we have guys that just kind of lead in other ways, and it's just great for a young guy to come in because you can look around and see 4 or 5 different guys to learn from, and so I think that's why the culture is so good being a Dodger.
I think I can piggyback on the culture part. I think obviously when I came into the league, there was old school when you guys obviously played, but then you look at Miguel Rojas, who's number 11, and he just gave his number 11, a 13-year veteran, to a guy who hasn't played in the big leagues yet. I think that's a testament to what has been created here, and I don't think when I first came into the league, there was not a veteran guy is not giving up their number, and I think that's just the you can have great players, but when you have great players that are good people and care about winning as much as possible, like I just did the luncheon with Mick, and he was like, I want Roki to feel as confident and just loved that the minute he got there, and he gave his number, he doesn't want anything in return. And I think that culture is what we kind of built around here, and it makes everybody want to come be here and play with the Dodgers. And I think everyone sees that, and then our ownership group and our front office brings everybody in.
I have a strange favor to ask, because every time we're doing a post-game show and we have somebody hit a walk-off home run or walk-off base hit, Jerry likes to turn to me and he'll say, ever have a walk-off homer in the show, John? And I'll say, no. He's like, it's a good feeling. So can you just turn to Jerry maybe and say, you ever have a walk-off grand slam in the World Series? It's a good feeling.
Have you ever had a walk-off grand slams in the World Series? Never. All right.
It's a good feeling, I'm sure.
I got one. If we got time for a quickie.
We got about 20 seconds.
Okay, you read everybody's Wikipedia page, so when they get to first, you have something to talk about?
No, but I do try and talk to people. I know some people, I try and pick them off too, keep them talking and maybe get a pick, but I like to talk to people, so Mookie's going to be in short, so he's going to be talking to everybody.
Freddie Freeman, Mookie Betts, DodgerFest 2025. Thank you so much for joining us today, and to 2 of these guys right here. That was a lot of fun.
Compton, they either streaking hate me. From all in their mama, how many options you really got? I mean, it's too many paying love, just make sure you're hot.
Girl highway, big nasty bit at my side. Saturday the wind's blowing